We're here with Priscilla Ramcharan, our tour superintendent here at the Roraima Group of Companies. Priscilla, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Colin. It's nice to see you. How are you doing?
I am fine, as great as ever. So we're here to talk about tours and the great things Roraima has to offer year-round. We know a lot of people are coming back from their vacation and stuff like that. And Roraima has special packages for those people, right?
Right. Special group rates for companies. You know, if you want to start your team off in a different way for the new year, you can do a team building activities or the team building exercise, we call it, at the Arrow Point Nature Resort, which allows your team to communicate better. You get to see the skills of how they work together in a different environment other than in the office. And we have groups from as large as 20 and above, with all inclusive of your transportation. You have your snacks, your activities, you have a tour of science mission. It's all inclusive of the package. So not forgetting that even though it is a group rate, it is still inclusive of all the amenities that we offer on our tours.
So you get scenarios, and me and Captain Gavire and Jairus are the people who carry out these exercises, right? And I saw one last year where they had these different scenarios and they had to work together as a team to get to just basically solve it and see who survive and who will come out on top.
Right. So you basically have two teams, and you with these two teams you analyze which team has better communication skills and better team working together skills, where you can see how they function on their own and with a team. So you get to know if they can work along in teams or they can basically maneuver by themselves.
Okay, now let's talk about mountain biking at Arrow Point Nature Resort. I mean, I was there in February was. Right. Yes, I was there and I went mountain biking with Captain. He didn't think I would keep up with him because, I mean, the trail is so small. You have to duck and weave and go through all these things. What would you encourage people to enjoy the most at Arrow Point? I mean, I enjoy mountain biking.
For me, I enjoy the kayaking, and most people enjoy the kayaking too, because some people cannot deal with the strenuous mountain biking. For you, you know, you have the capability of doing that. I don't have the capability of. I've tried. They've killed my entire energy levels out with just the mountain biking. So most people enjoy the kayaking, but not forgetting we have activities such as the volleyball, you have cricket, you have table tennis, you have card games, you have dominoes for persons who cannot do the strenuous activities such as the mountain biking and the kayaking.
Okay, let's not talk about kayaking, because I went kayaking and I was one of the last two people to come back from the creek, because I mean it's fun and everything, but I was like the second to last to come in. But I enjoyed reading at Arrow Point. A lot of people don't like that, but I enjoyed sitting right there on the landing and looking out at the creek. I mean, the water and the little opening we have over there. It's beautiful. They have bird watching. What else can we do?
Bird watching, caiman spotting. We have the bonfire dinner. Those are the activities.
Hold on. It's kite.
Those are the activities you can find in the overnighting trips. The other activities such as the mountain biking and kayaking, you can get on the day tours. Those are the regular activities for the day trips. But on the overnighting, you're able to see more.
We're going to move on right now to the Kite tours. Kite tours with Roraima. So can you tell us a bit about it?
All right, so the Kite tours, as usual, we have two different rates. We have the rates where you have a smaller group, you can go with an Islander, and the cost with the Islander is $205 US. Our rate of exchange is $215, and the cost with the Trilander is $165 US. Okay. Now the $165 US means that we have to have more people. So the minimum that we operate with at the 165 rate is 12 persons, and if you have a minimum of at least 9 persons, you go at 205. But if you have a group of 9 persons and we have more, it does not necessarily mean that you have to pay the 205 rate. You can also get the 165 rate where we have more people added to that trip, so we go with the Trilander. Not forgetting, that's just the Kite only. We do the Kite Oranduke, which is an all-day trip. You get to go to the Kite Falls and the Oranduke Falls. You get to spend 1.5 to 2 hours at each location. You also get to swim at the Oranduke Falls, but not more exciting than the Kite Arrow Point trip, which is going to the Kite Falls and then you go to the Arrow Point Nature Resort for your activities. We do the kayaking, we do the swimming, you get to do indoor games as well, and you also have lunch on your Kite Arrow Point package.
Well, I've actually never been to Kite. I heard it's really fun. A few people have been there. They told me they enjoyed it with Roraima. especially. And also we have the aerial tours of Georgetown.
Right.
Can you tell us a bit more?
The aerial tours is basically a aerial view of Georgetown from Ogle to Providence and back, and it is a duration of 15 minutes. We operate with a minimum of 60 persons, and the cost goes for adults and children.
Okay, so that's a lot of things Roraima, the tourism department especially, has to offer. Priscilla, let's talk about like if people want to do these all at one time, can they get them like within a week span, or do you have to like?
Well, because it is the September period is very slow, but starting from October mid-month going up to November, December, that's where you have the tourists picking up more. It is going into our peak season, so to speak. So you have more of these tours happening than in the September period where school is just reopened and persons are only focusing basically on academics. So I would advise persons, if you want to do the tours one after the other, you have to book in advance first to begin with, and you'd also have to do so during the peak of season, because we require persons in order for us to have these trips confirmed. We cannot go with just one or two because we have to have an amount of persons. For example, the Arrow Point is 6 persons minimum to operate. The Kite tours are 12 persons minimum to operate. Aerial 16 persons minimum, and for the overnight trips at Arrow Point, it's 4 persons minimum.
Okay, Priscilla. Well, thank you very much for sitting down with us today to talk about tours at Roraima Group of Companies. And we do hope to have you again really soon on the Roraima Hour. So, Priscilla, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Stay tuned.